I am the contrarian, and this is my world.
Selfie, it was called the word of the year. It made it to a dictionary. It's been estimated that the usage of the word selfie in popular category and culture, just in conversation, has gone up by 70,000% in 2 years. And yet, here I am saying it could be the worst thing that has happened. It's a cry for help and is truly something that shows the degradation of our current culture. Is it really true? Am I just exaggerating? We're about to find out. First, I'm going to find out from you. So, I've actually called it a cry for help. That means a person would have some kind of an obsession with too many selfies being posted. What do you think?
See, I think it's to do with the social conformity. It is approved, it is in vogue, it is good to be liked.
So it's
it
herd
is
instinct?
happening, it's herding.
So it's herd instinct, it's just to follow me. I am who everybody else is, so I just follow.
And in case you don't get the likes that you're asking for, then it leads to definite low self-esteem because you constantly want approval, affirmations from people. And that's the reason.
Isn't it true that you start with low self-esteem if you're putting in way too many selfies, because you put one, got a great reaction, you suddenly realize, oh my God, this works. People who haven't appreciated me before for anything have appreciated me because I look like a fool in my selfie.
No, see, today is the generation I. It's a generation of entitlements, it's a generation of self-love, it's a generation of self-worth, right? So it is a sense of empowerment that I make the choice, I click my own portrait, but what happens is that if it becomes a singular choice, and that's all you're looking at, and that's all you want, and that's all your desire is affirmations, then yes, you're coming from a very shallow self.
You're actually being the very caring killer. I mean, you're saying things very gently, but you've just reduced the current generation to obsessive self-love, followers of herd instinct, no mind of their own.
They're exploring.
Okay, no, well, I mean, I know you're saying, you're quoting everything with a sugar pill, but what you're really saying is they have no minds of their own at all. Have you ever in your life, at a party, gone up to somebody, blown out pouted your cheeks, held a really funny pose, done this to your face, looked up, had your nostrils completely flared, blown your cheeks out into a duck face and said, do you like me?
No.
You've not done it. You're okay not doing that to one person at a party, but you're okay doing that in a selfie to about 350 friends. How?
It's not the expression that I'm making in the selfie. The simple point is that if I'm at a particular place and I want to tell everyone that I was here, and I think it's much more convenient and better to just hold the camera up there than give it to someone else, I click it and I upload it. It's just as simple as that.
Out of the number of pictures you post on a social network, how many from 5 are selfies?
One.
So
Like
20%.
on an average. But
That's a good average. You're not obsessed, right? No, I'm just asking.
As you just said, I can't define if I'm obsessed or not.
Right.
But there's even a thing, I don't post very often. I post.
I know, just 1 out of 5. That's not
They're
often at
more
all.
of my dog, actually.
But my question
Your
is...
dog takes selfies?
No, of pictures of
Which
my
part
dog.
of the paw does he hold the... You know, I'd love a selfie of your dog taking a selfie.
I've tried that.
I will rest my case and stop the show and say, you're right. If you can show me a dog that takes a selfie.
My idea is, how many times do you have to take a selfie to like one selfie?
At
I
all
guess
time.
about 10.
Before
Okay,
you
so
like?
and that's of course
Then I
being,
choose from
that's of
5
course
or
is
10.
being, you know, impulsive, creative, doing something on the spot, being spontaneous.
No, if I'm doing something about, say, I'm over here, or I'm trying to show the place that I am, then I wouldn't be taking so many. But if
9
I
at
want
that
to
time,
show,
9.
No, then there'd be like 1 or 2 maximum. Depends on the
okay.
place and the time. And if if I want a picture of my own self and I want myself to look pretty, and if say it didn't come out really well in the first go, then I'll do it a few more times until I get the perfect
Okay,
picture.
the person next to you, before we started off, said it is a form of being spontaneous. Am I right? Taking 10 pictures over a period of 5 or 7 minutes, constantly correcting yourself, and
Yes.
then posting one. How spontaneous would that be?
But that's the whole concept of a picture, right? You go for a photo shoot, they take around an hour or so and they shoot you.
No,
not the selfie.
A selfie and a
But-
photo shoot, we're really in 2 different realms.
Yes, see, as soon as you want to post it, you really want people to like, and you want people to like it, you will put the best one forward.
All right, so I'm going to find out from you. This entire thing that we've been talking about till now, one of the big points that has come is that it's actually just a herd instinct to follow to other celebrities doing it. Do you post selfies?
Sometimes.
Do you do it because it was done by celebrities at one time and is
No.
constantly being done?
No, I'd like to say that how different is a selfie really from a status update? It's in
Okay.
words and the picture is not in words. But you've gone to a certain place and you've seen maybe the Eiffel Tower behind you, and you could either write that I've
To take a picture of the Eiffel Tower, why are you in it?
because I was there. It could just be a picture of
give
Google.
give the camera to somebody who'll take the picture, somebody who'll frame it right, who'll get it right. Why do I need to take a look at your nostrils?
There is a certain connection people feel with selfies, the thing selfie that the person himself
Why?
or herself. has-
Why? Because it became part of popular culture, because celebrities did it at one time.
It could be. It could be. It could entirely be because we see the Oscar selfie of Ellen DeGeneres and everything, and we're all posting selfies after
What about
that.
inappropriate selfies like taking one at a funeral?
Not funerals certainly,
Okay.
but then there are people from the Pope to the Prime Minister
That
who are
have
now
actually-
clicking selfies.
I'm going to get the mic to her because, again, pre-show we had an interesting conversation. How many selfies do you take in an hour?
In an hour, 2 or 3.
2 or 3. So at least you have the guts to stand here or sit here and say, I'm cool with the fact that I take selfies, 3 of them an hour. What does it do for you?
Because I liked it. I like my face. I like my camera.
Okay.
And I clicked 5 to 6 pictures in a 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Then I liked it and making a collage and upload them.
I want to hear from you now.
When you take a selfie, what do you do with it? Do you post it?
No.
What do you do?
In my camera gallery.
So how often do you look at that gallery?
Never. Almost never, right? You know it's there. That comfort is there. When I'm 80 years old, I will look at it, right? That's what's happening, okay, out there.
Your friends want to know what's going on in your life, and that can be a medium
That's
to
what
tell them.
you may be thinking, but maybe they're really sick of you
I would want to know
posting
what's going on in
selfies.
my friend's life, and I'm pretty sure that it's mutual. And we're the actors and the movie stars of our own life.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's a way of communicating to our friends that, okay, I went to this restaurant, the food is really nice. And you take a picture of yourself with maybe the background because it's very pretty. So it's just your own way of telling your friends about your life and what's going on with you.
A terrible photograph will always evoke negativity, but unfortunately in the world of social networking, everything is beautiful.
I want to say one thing. Which selfies are you looking at that are so horrible? I see beautiful selfies of
All.
people who are so confident in themselves.
Selfies by their very nature usually cannot be good photographs, okay? Selfies by their very nature and the technology that is used because of the angle you hold it, the kind of thing that you have to do to take a selfie, you can never end up with a good looking selfie. You can only end up with a good selfie in your definition. I'm going to come to the gentleman here. Look, most guys don't take too many selfies. I don't know why. You're doing a great job for all of us. Why?
See, the main reason why people take selfies is, first of all, many of them want to put it as their display picture or their profile picture. That is one of the main reasons why people do that.
You're talking about the 1980s. Were you born then?
Currently, many people take selfies to put it as their display picture
Because they're shocked that one came
if
out
a
well.
stranger sees you and that selfie is good, he will be happy, okay, this person is very good.
If a stranger sees you and he's seen your selfie, he'll not recognize you. Because you don't roam
But
around
for
with a duck
example,
face.
For example, if someone wants to contact you on WhatsApp
Right.
and he sees your selfie,
He should run very far from you, but anyway, that won't
So
happen.
why won't he contact you if you have your original
a normal
photograph?
picture, like a
normal
good, nice picture, which is taken from the right angle, well lit, and you look like who you are, rather than some distorted cartoon self of yourself.
Sometimes taking a picture, taking a selfie is a compulsion because there's no one else to take it for you.
If
No,
you're nine, if you're 9
otherwise-
people, take it with 8, then one of you go again, and again take it, you'll all pretty much be in that picture. Okay, we're going to go to you.
We can say selfie is something evolved with technology. Like earlier in social media, we did status update, which was actually 3 or 4 times in a day. The same way selfie is happening. Like instead of typing it on a keyboard, we just click a photograph and update it. Then it is more of a technological.
If 3 years back, your status update said at 10 a.m. in the morning, me. At 11:30, you changed it to me. Then at about 2:30, you changed it to me in a red dress. Then at about 4:30, you wrote me with new makeup. Okay? Wouldn't you think that person is completely demented?
Everybody has a different perspective of seeing thing. Maybe you didn't find anything completely different in all the series of photographs, but for other person it is different.
You know, the amount of focus and the camera we put on ourselves, this is being hyper vigilant to oneself. Nobody else has that kind of a time for you.
When people didn't take selfies, it's not like they didn't click 10 pictures to get the perfect picture.
By default, the number of pictures you have to take to get a perfect picture with a selfie will be at least 5 to 7 times more. Last word, we're running out of time, so I'll leave the
This
last word.
whole self-assertion and narcissism or exhibitionism, if you look at it, there is no need to over-assert yourself. If you're confident within yourself, if you love yourself, if you are content with, and there is acceptance of self, you don't need to post selfies again and again to get that approval and affirmations.
Because I like myself so much,
Sure.
I will take a selfie because I like myself the way I am.
There's no way that this audience and a lot of people out there are going to change because of what you and me are saying. I'm sure you guys will carry on. And proof of that is going to be that this is what we did right after the show was over. So carry on with your selfies. Make sure that at least use the right tools to take those selfies. Lots of apps, lots of great ways to take the right selfie. But at this present moment, I will leave you with all the selfies that we took with this audience. See you next week. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I am the contrarian, and this is my world.